Let's skip the formalities. If you can give me just a few minutes of your time, I'll show you how to generate consistent characters for your African folktale storytelling videos. And guess what? It's super free of charge. What I will advise you to do is to watch this video till the end, because I noticed that what most people do is they watch the video till the moment you mention the tool and off they go. If you don't watch this video to the end, you might not get a smooth result as I will get in this video because you did not pay attention to learn how to do it. Okay, so with that said, let's get started into the video. I'm going to be using the imaging tool from the Google AI Studio. If you don't know how I got here, open another tab and go ahead and search Google AI Studio. And you can go with the first option. Okay, so click on the first option, go ahead and sign into your Google account because it definitely requires you to sign in with a Google account. So when you're done with that, you get to the same window which I am right now, and all you need to do is to click on the imaging. So we are going to use this imaging right here to generate the first image. With this imaging tool from the Google AI Studio, we are not able to generate consistent characters. Meanwhile, it's free of charge, okay? But we are not able to generate consistent images. And what we want is the images to be consistent, right? So what we are going to use this imaging to do is to generate the very first image. Now we'll use another tool to duplicate that with another sense, another style, another position. You understand what I'm saying? So there are other tools you can actually use to generate the first image, but the imaging tool from the Google AI Studio gives me exactly what I'm looking for the folktale storytelling settings, right? So there are other tools that you can use like the Leonardo AI, you can use the Peak Lumen, but the Peak Lumen is kind of not giving me a very good quality compared with the one that the Google AI Studio imaging tool is giving to me. So that's why I'm trying to use the Google AI Studio imaging tool right in this video. So I've already generated my prompt. If you want to use the exact prompt which I'm using in this video, go ahead and click in the link in the description to join my Telegram channel. There I'll be dropping all the prompts, all the tools that I use in my videos, and it's super free of charge. So here is the prompt that I'll be using. I generated the prompt from ChatGPT. Okay, so if you know how to prompt ChatGPT to give you prompts, go ahead and do that for the kind of story settings that you want. But for now, to make this video not too long, I've already generated my prompts. You can see the 5 prompts which I have here. Okay, so you can pay close attention to the starting of each of the prompts. You can see I have a realistic image of a 35-year-old Nigerian woman. You can note that I mentioned the age, right? I mentioned the age I want, and I mentioned a Nigerian. So you probably want to give me a black, someone with a dark skin, right? Not an Oyibo. And I said a Nigerian woman wearing a vibrant Ankara wrapper and matching head wrap, that's the scarf, standing in a lively open air market. Okay, she carries blah 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 and blah. You can read on, right? And you can notice the second prompt, which I also used a realistic image of a 35-year-old Nigerian woman dressed in a pattern wrap. So you can identify how consistent the beginning of each prompt is, and as well as the third prompt, a realistic image of a 35-year-old Nigerian woman. You understand what I'm saying? All till the 5th one, I just only have 5 prompts for this, but for you, you can have more and more and more depending on how long your video might be. Okay, so let me just go ahead and copy the first prompt. If you join my Telegram channel, you're going to be getting this prompt right here free of charge. Okay, so let me go over to my imaging right here, and I'm going to paste that, and I will select the aspect ratio which I want, which is the 16:9. So I'm probably doing this for a YouTube video, right? So I click on run, and there you can see the result that I have. I promise you, if you go ahead and check with other AI tools, you're going to see the quality that you get from the Google AI Studio imaging tool is going to be more higher than others like the Peak Lumen, right? And the settings, the colorfulness and all that stuff, I mean, it's crazy. So let's go ahead and take a closer look, put this in a larger screen. You can see how beautiful it's looking, how colorful, how African, how Nigerian it's looking. It's even in the market square and all that. So let's not dwell too much on this image. I'll go ahead and click on the download icon to download it. Now, if we are to generate the second prompt, it's not going to give us exactly the consistency in the character. So to confirm that, let's go ahead and run the second prompt. You are going to see that it's going to give me another face. So let's go ahead and let me copy the second prompt. Now I'm gonna have to remove the first prompt right here. Okay, let me just remove that first, and I'll paste the second prompt while still leaving it at 16:9. So if I run this prompt right here, you're going to see that the result is not going to look exactly as the first woman or the first lady. And there we go. You can see that the face is different. So let me pull up the first lady that we just generated. So here is the first lady that we just generated. You can see that here's the first lady, and the first scene is inside the market, right? And you can see the second lady, and also the second scene is someone cooking outside their compound, right? You can see their facial look is somewhat not really the same thing. Like the imaging is not really giving me exactly what I want in terms of consistency, but the quality is very, very okay. So what we are going to do is to take this image and go to another tool, and this other tool that I'm going to go to right now will give me very, very much consistent character that I want. Okay, so let me just close that up, and let's go over to Whisk. So if you don't know how to get here, go to Google, search for Whisk. Okay, so just go with the first option, click on the first option right here, and here you want to click on Try Whisk AI. Okay, so click on this, and here we go. Now the next thing is just to go ahead and click on Enter to enter into the tool, right? Now that we are here, just go ahead and click on this icon to expand the options, and you can see you have an option for the subject. Okay, so go ahead and click on Upload Image. When you click on Upload Image, go ahead and select the image, right? Go ahead and select the image that we just downloaded from the Google AI Studio imaging tool, and you can see it's loading. And here we go. So while this is still loading, let's go ahead and copy the next prompt, which from here is going to be this second prompt right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy this second prompt, and here now it's done loading, and from here I can just simply enter the prompt that I want. Okay, which is the second prompt, the third one, the fourth, and so on. And here you also have another option to upload a style, but we're not going to do that in this video. We're just going to focus on using our prompt, right? So here I'm going to just paste the prompt which I've just copied, and you can see this right here. Click on it and you can select the 16:9 or any other option depending on what kind of video that you're working on, and just go ahead and click on the generate icon right here. Oh, I just clicked on that 2 times accidentally. I just clicked on it 2 times. So we're now going to have 4 image generations. Let's see how it goes. So it's kind of looking pretty that I even accidentally clicked on it 2 times. So we just have 4 different images looking very, very much consistent. So let's take a closer look. Okay, let's take a closer look. You can see the lady, she's still putting on the same outfit. So it's as if she went to the market the same day and she came back that same day and she started cooking with the same outfit. So let's open up the first image that we got from the Google Imagine AI Studio 2, right? Let me pull that up. So here we have the first image that we generated from the imaging tool from the Google AI Studio. You can see that. You can see her face. You can see her costume, her dressing. You can see the clothes, the Ankara, the design, okay? Now look at the design right here. You can see it's very, very much consistent. It's the same clothes, bro. It's the same clothes. Even though we are using different tools, but it's giving me the same clothes. You can see that. The lady, the face is the same thing. The clothing is the same thing, bro. So look at this. Look at the wristwatch she's putting on, or the I think that's a bead or something. You can see she has it as well here, bro. This is crazy. Now let's look at the other ones. You can see the facial consistency. Let's view the original one. You can see the same color, the same makeup, and all that stuff. This is really, really crazy, bro. Let's go ahead and even run the third prompt, and let's see if it will maintain the consistency. So let me go ahead and pick up the third prompt. And the Whisk tool is super free, like you don't need to pay any money. And there is no watermark. There is no watermark in the imaging. There is no watermark using the Whisk. I mean, this is really, really interesting. Now I'm going to paste in that, the third prompt. Let's paste in the third prompt right here, still having this as the subject, okay? And I click here to check, it's still at 16:9. So instead of me clicking these 2 times, I'll just click out and I will now click here. And there we go, guys. You can see the prompt, a realistic image of a 35-year-old Nigerian woman in her bright Ankara wrapper sitting cross-legged on a woven mat near a small crackling fire. You can see that the Ankara is still the same. The face is still the same. This is a very nice tool, bro. You as an African folktale storyteller, you need this tool. You need it. You need, and it's free of charge. That is the most craziest part of it, bro. You need this tool. Let's go ahead and run the fourth prompt. Copy that. Let's go ahead and remove all these and paste in the fourth prompt while still leaving this as a subject. Okay, so I click on this. You can attest to this, that if you're using tools like the Meta AI, you are not really getting a sharp image, a very sharp image, and very much consistent. It's not there, and you have the watermark and all that stuff. And you can see the result that we have here. Very much consistent. The face is consistent. Let's see. Let's have a closer look. This is brilliant, bro. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. So if you want it to change the Ankara material, you can as well include it in your prompt. It's as good as that. So let's go ahead and run the last prompt, which is the fifth one. Okay, paste in the prompts, and there we go, run it. So I noticed I've not talked about the downloading process. It's very much easy. Just hover on it, click here, this icon right here, and you can just click on download. So it's very much free to download. Okay, so don't even bother about that. Now we have the last image, and you can see pretty. This is not really very much consistent, but this is consistent with the face. See the face I have here. Let me pull that up. See the face I have here. See the face, and then see the face right here. This might not really be very much consistent because she's not putting on the scarf. I can just leave this, but this is super consistent, bro. This is consistent. So you can just click and go ahead and download. I know I've talked about that before. You can see it's downloaded. I can just click download. Boom, it's downloaded. It's very easy, bro. If you want to join my Telegram channel, I drop updates like this, and I drop the tools I use in my videos. Click the link in the description to join my Telegram channel, and you have access to all these files that I'll be using in my videos, right? Including these prompts right here that I just used. So that's pretty much where I would draw the curtains for this video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm to push the video to a lot more people that needs to see this kind of videos. And if you have any question, leave it in the comment section. Lastly, if you're new to my YouTube channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and also turn on the notification so you get notified whenever I upload another new video. I'll see you in the next one.